Hey everyone, it's Dr. Ramani. Let's do some narcissism math. I'm always late to the party, as we know. I'm learning there's a whole math trend out there in the whole TikTok universe, right? Or whatever universe it is. The equivalences that people create. But that's actually not as compelling. All that stuff is narcissism math. And so when I saw some of the content on the math of it all, girl math or whatever, I realized that most of us suffer with the 2 + 2 = 5. That is our life with narcissistic folks. So you ready for some narcissism math? Here we go. Number 1, narcissism math is when they will spend $100,000 on a divorce, but then fight you over who gets the $20 frying pan. Narcissism math is when they will pay thousands to get their offices redecorated, but refuse to pay for pizza for a staff meeting. Narcissism math is when they will spend $5,000 on a new purse, but then re-gift you the present that you gave them last year. Narcissism math is when they will spend $10,000 on an autographed basketball and will refuse to purchase an extra pie so everyone can have dessert at Thanksgiving dinner. Narcissism math is having an entire Instagram story about their humanitarian weekend, #giving back, saving the whales, cleaning the beach, helping rescue animals, teaching yoga to dogs, but then screaming at a waiter for not bringing them their latte fast enough. Narcissism math is when the bosses get tens of millions of dollars in bonuses while the hourly workers barely make a livable wage. Narcissism math is calling other people lazy for not working hard enough while having a house cleaner, a chef, a dog walker, and a personal assistant. Narcissism math is them rolling their eyes about people who won't wait their turn in line, but then losing it at a cashier when they are told that there will be a short wait while there is a quick shift change. Narcissism math is a person whining about life being unfair to them and then using donations and influence to get their kid into college. Narcissism math is telling you that you are paranoid when you ask them why they were out so late, and then they accuse you of cheating when you're nice to a barista. Narcissism math is judging other people for getting divorced, but having multiple affairs themselves. Narcissism math is being mad at the therapist for starting the appointment a few minutes late, but expecting the therapist a few weeks later to change their appointment when they ask for a schedule change at the last minute. Narcissism is the person who has a trust fund and spends thousands of dollars on concert tickets and then calls their friends boring for not being able to join them. Narcissism math is noticing other women all night while you're out on a date with them and then calling you insecure for calling him out about that. Narcissism math is expecting you to talk to them 3 hours a day about their breakup and then telling you later on that they're too busy when you need to talk about something. Narcissism math is the parent who demands that you help out a manipulative sibling, and when you set a boundary, tells you that you are the one that's selfish. Narcissism math is when a noisy colleague demands a change to the rules. But when that colleague gets called out for breaking that new rule, they throw a tantrum about how it is so unfair. Narcissism math is when they don't win the game and they say it was rigged. Narcissism math is when they say insulting things that hurt you, and afterwards will say things like, "You're taking my words out of context, and that was not my intention." Narcissism math is when they try to get you to trade seats on the airplane and offer you a middle seat for your window seat so they can sit next to their girlfriend. I think I know what you're thinking. Entitlement, hypocrisy, pettiness, passive aggression, overt aggression, gaslighting. Yep, that is in fact the stuff of narcissism math. But you see, the problem is that all of us in our lives, we're always trying to make the narcissist math work out. We play by reasonable rules, they don't. So the equation is always unbalanced. And that's why these relationships feel so icky over time. Because they're inequitable and asymmetric, and above all, they are unsolvable. Relationships that are imbalanced can work for a minute, especially if you justify the hell out of it. You can make the pieces fit. But when you really look at narcissism math, you can also see how your empathy is going into an equation that's never going to get paid back. Once you recognize that you will never be able to solve the unsolvable equation that is a narcissistic relationship, my hope is that you will just stop blaming yourself. Good luck on that math test. And one last thing, I just wanted to take a moment to let you know something exciting. I have a new book coming out. This is sort of the rough draft of it. That's the last draft before it comes out. It's a new book coming out in February called It's Not You. It's available for pre-order now. Click the link in the video description to check it out. Please give it a pre-order. Let's show the world that narcissistic abuse is a real thing. Thanks again.